Hello, this is Roubina Khodadin giving you a few simple actions that you can take every day, that you can make every day to improve your mental health. And it is usually better to pick and choose one or two actions, apply them consistently, as opposed to trying to do everything and not doing them on a consistent basis. Because as we know, it's when we apply something consistently that we can see better results. So let's say you usually brush your teeth, I guess, I would assume. So one first step is whenever you're doing a daily hygiene routine, whether it's teeth, whether it's washing hands, whether it's brushing your hair, whatever it is, as you're doing that routine, say thank you. Look at one part of your body or one aspect of yourself which is quite healthy or which you like very much. Let's say you've got quite healthy teeth. Let's say as you're brushing your teeth every day, say thank you, my teeth. As you're focusing your attention on something which is nice about you or which is healthy about you, you are redirecting your mind to more positive things on a daily basis and also on a body level. So that's the first step. It could be anything. It could be, let's say you've got a nice skin. As you're putting moisturizer on your skin, you can say thank you, my skin, or you can say wow, I've got nice skin. And as you're saying this every day, we are nourishing some attitude and some bodily effects that are beyond the mind, that is going too far or that is not being so much at peace. That's the very first thing. The second thing is, it's usually when we wake up that we sort of regenerate. So you know, sometimes when we have a nice sleep, we feel a bit better in the morning. So this is the time where you can really tell your mind that everything is going to be okay. So as you're waking up, especially the time when you're in between, not you're totally awake, but you're in between sleep and awaking, or you just kind of woken up, you can put your hands on your head and say, I am fine, I will be fine, or talk to your head and say, you will be fine, everything is going to be fine. It's not so much believing it, but as we do this in the morning, our body and our head directs itself towards more stability and more positive attitude. Again, as we go into bed, this is also a good time to give some memory to our body. So I talk about this in many videos about breathing. So before, as you're lying down to go to sleep, breathing is really helpful. Just normal breathing, but really breathing in and out. And in the series of video I made about how to start your spiritual journey, the third one, which I will link up at the end of this video, you can do a little practice with me, and you can even use that before going to bed. It's very simple breathing, but it's just about doing it before we sleep, as we go to bed, because that's the time also where we can get our mind more at rest. Again, doing this on a consistent basis, because yes, I'm talking about the video about how to start a spiritual journey, because I am indeed a spiritual guide and a healer, and I have encountered and still sometimes encounter mental sort of instability. It does still happen, but I used to encounter that a lot, so I do have a lot of compassion for people who maybe struggle sometimes with that. The other thing is, when our mental health is not so great, we tend to feel less alive. We tend to feel less alone. So the other step is to look for something that makes you feel alive for a second. It could be maybe putting yourself out near a tree or out in the sun for a split of a second, and just kind of say, okay, this sun is there. It's not just there for me, but it is there for everybody else. If you're somebody who likes, I don't know, water, as you're going into the shower, you're like, wow, I feel alive. Just say to yourself, I feel alive at that very second. And little by little, we feel more alive. And also doing stuff which maybe some people might say it's unhealthy, but occasionally, to improve our mental health, we need to do some things which make us feel alive. And even if it's not sort of kind of correct morally or totally, I encourage you to try that anyway. Just like maybe if you feel alive when you go shopping, if you're alive when you eat, if you feel alive when you're making love, then I encourage you to do that sometimes to improve your mental health. I'm not talking about overindulgence. I'm talking of sometimes we need those stuff to make us feel alive, and there's nothing wrong with that. And of course, it is not necessarily easy to kind of put all these steps, but when we feel hopeful, it is much easier when we feel that there is light at the end of the tunnel. So doing stuff or writing something or listening to something that makes you feel hopeful is also very beautiful. And on my channel I will put a link at to the meditation, the healing meditation which I have about hope and faith. So improving mental health is about feeling less alone, is about feeling more balanced, it's about feeling more alive, it's about feeling more hopeful. And as we feel more and more all this, our mental health naturally improves. Of course, if you're suffering from anxiety or all that, this is a different topic, and you can look at my video which is about anxiety as well. And then last but not least, and probably this is the most important thing, but it's further down the line, this is less of an easy step to put in place, is processing the emotions. Because the more we process our emotions in the way I describe in the video, which I will link up at the end as well. That's many videos to link up at the end, isn't it? But the more we process our emotions, the more our mind is at rest, and the more our mind feels better. So this will be the last thing to do as you put one step at a time, and you feel a bit more composed. Processing the emotions will be amazing job. And of course, if you need a one-to-one guidance healing session, you can get in touch with me. The link is in the description box. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. And I do thank those who have subscribed and who follow me for a little while now. And do write a little comment as well, and let me know if you've been there for a while with me, or if you've just joined in, or anything else you want to know or share your experience. I'm very happy to read what you've got to say, and wishing you the best for your mental health. It's more like cleaning our house. Talking about cleaning our house, I've got to go and clean my house now. So I'll see you soon. Bye bye.